Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies. I think I've got it right now. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming in. Please welcome your compere for this evening, Tom Clements! CCC, professional as ever. We're always getting stuff right, that's what we want to do. Hello, how are we all? Yeah, can we get a cheer for third term? Can we get a more enthusiastic cheer for another term of CCCs? That's better, that's the one we care about. How are we? Are we good? Yeah. Are we enjoying getting towards the end of the year? Give us a groan if you've had exams yet. Yeah. Give us a groan if you're yet to have exams. Oh, it's stressful third term, we all struggle with it, and what I'm interested is not in third term necessarily, but how your holidays have been. Because, you know, it's stressful in third term, so we like to know how we prepare for it. So, good evening, sir. You're sat in the front row, you know what you're in for. What's your name?
Jason.
Jason, hello Jason. How was your holiday? What did you do?
I did nothing, absolutely nothing.
You did nothing? What variety of nothing? Lounging, sleeping?
A bit of lounging, a bit of sleeping.
Okay, they're both different, I can illustrate that. What's great about lazy holidays is that you'll get up at 12, you'll be just active for 4 hours, and then you think you deserve a nap at 4. Because, you know, you got up at 11, and that's basically like getting up at 6. Hello, sir. Hello, Ed. I'm not going to pretend I don't know you. How was your holiday?
Revised all of it.
You revised all of it?
Yeah.
So you study engineering, don't you?
Yeah.
So it's like there's not to revise? Or?
Well, finished all the exams now.
Oh, you finished your exams?
Yeah.
So is that a celebratory drink?
Another, yes.
Another? Are you drunk, Ed?
No.
Ed was fun. He just turned up drunk to everything. CCCs, weddings, funerals. We're all rooting for you, Ed. And we hope you'll get well. Love you, buddy. I'm going to go to the extremity of this row. Good evening. How are you? What's your name?
I'm Nikki.
Hello, Nikki. How was your holiday?
Good, I found
After a long time, or many years, I could search. Was it just like a big family get-together, or?
No, sorry,
Oh, okay. So do you need to see individual members because they don't all get on? Like, you can't speak to Auntie Lil because she'll try to kill Auntie Jean, or... None of my business, really, none of my business. I had a fun holiday. I had a big family get-together. My cousin had just had a baby. It wasn't a surprise, we'd been expecting it. And so we were saying hello to this little baby. Little, not very loudly, like, hi! Yeah, we were saying hello to this little baby. Little baby Edith. Now, I don't think they meant to give birth to an old person, but that's what they did. It's like little baby Albert. And if you abbreviate Albert, that one doesn't work on any level. Baby Bert. If anything, that's worse. Just imagine him born, like, you know, with a top hat, a cigar, and a copy of The Sun. You've got a beautiful baby. Oh my God! All right. It's disgusting. Still not me, Elf. You're only 2 minutes old. Nice to meet you. And he just walks out of the hospital. Oh, we've got a fantastic show to you tonight. But first, we do have a few rules. If you have any mobile phones, please turn them off and put them on silent. I'm not going to answer them for you. If it goes off, I'm just going to let you wallow in a steepy, is that a word? No. Oh, there's a chair here. I will retire from comedy now. Polly, I know who you are. If you have mobiles off, please turn them off and put them on silent. I won't answer them, but I'll just let you wallow in the sense of social embarrassment you'll get from it going off. If you want to go out at any moment, please use the side door, because that door makes an awful lot of noise, it might not be the camera. And also, please don't talk to the apps. If you want to talk to anyone, talk to me. I'm an attention seeker. I like it when people are talking to me, but it's why I do this. So, you know, just have a chat. Not while the other acts are on, obviously. Like, Tom, what do you think of this actor? Just it's not the time. But firstly, it's you know, it's summer term, we're all very tired, so we need to inject some energy into the room. So Jason, you're going to be the source of all energy in the room, okay? And so I'm going to point at you, and then the energy is just going to emanate from you throughout the entire room, and at that moment, I'm going to bring on the first act. Are you okay with that? Yeah. Good. You sound sceptical. It's fundamentally a very simple concept. So we'll just do a trial run, okay? So, come on. The audience all. I know you're tired, but come on. So, Jason.
Yeah!
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage the first time tonight, Mr. Ed Dearden.
Hello everybody. My name is Edward Dearden, and I'm here today to read you an extract from my memoirs. A Thug's Life by Edward Dearden. You may not have guessed this from looking at me, but I'm pretty hardcore. Much like a donkey who's just suffering from allegations of assault, I am a badass. What I'm saying is, I'm pretty down with the kids. You know, back in my school days, I was the Rizzle Dizzle. That's real deal for all you less informed peons. Like all the best deputy head boys, I had skeletons in my larder. I was, in a gang. Anybody else done anything badass? You, sir. What's your name?
Ed.
You have a similar name to me, Ed. Ever done anything badass?
Slept on a roof once.
Not quite a gang though, is it? Not quite a gang, is it?
No.
Yeah. Our gang was pretty much the coolest gang in the school. We carried our signature weapon, a sharpened protractor. Not only was it useful for fending off our foes and gaining the street cred, it was also very handy for drawing our gang's logo, 2 concentric circles. I don't mean to brag, but our logo was pretty damn round. We were called the Beastly Boys, largely down to our beastly behaviour and the fact that our song, the national gangtham, was heavily inspired by everybody's favourite hip-hop ne'er-do-wells. We had weekly gang meetups in the school library. Our games of Boggle were legendary for both their high-scoring words and their notorious quietness. Our large vocabulary was only slightly larger than our respect for the school library's silence policy. We didn't want to get kicked out mid-bog. That's what we call Boggle. In the hood. Now, this isn't to say we're all big old swats in the library. No. On occasion, we did like to tear that shit right up. Like, there was this one time, where I rearranged some books. So the first letter of each of the 3 books I rearranged spelled out bum. Once, during a particularly heated game of library tig, I knocked over a bookshelf. And the best bit, I only apologised once. Didn't even help tidy up afterwards. Yeah, I think we all agree. I'm 100% bad boy. I used to be in trouble all the time though. I mean, like there was this one time where I got called into the headmistress's office and I was dead, you know, cool, because I was used to such rollickings, being the badass that I am. So she explained to me what had happened. We've had reports from the neighbours that a ginger boy has been seen doing a wee into somebody's garden. I explained to her I'm an upstanding member of the school community, not some kind of free-tinkling hippie. Turns out she knew it wasn't me, but in order to keep things fair, she had to interrogate every ginger boy in the school, so she didn't appear to be singling anybody out. I was outraged at the fact she thought me some common rapscallion, capable of performing such a heinous act. So I called up the boys. And we made a decision by democratic decree. We would use our mad gang skills for the good of the student populace. The Beastly Boys were on the case. This wasn't actually my first school investigation rodeo. There was a travesty a few years ago where somebody had done a poo on the towel dispenser in the ladies' toilets. This happened to be next to a light switch, which ended badly for an unfortunate cleaner who reached round the corner hoping for luminescence, but found only a fistful of steamy turd. Naturally, the culprit was not to go unpunished. The headmistress called everybody into the hall in order to find the poo placer. She told us we could leave when we proved our innocence. So each student took up an alibi, saying they weren't at the scene of the crime. Of course, that's exactly the kind of thing a shitting little shitter would do. So I stayed put. We were down to the last few, the badasses. The ones the headmistress thought capable of scooping up a hearty dung and placing it somewhere it really shouldn't go. And me, whose fear of fecal matter was legendary. Ever since the time I was smeared in human excrement by the rugby team, who were jealous of my all-round bad boy attitude. I took it pretty well though. I mean, I only spent 4 hours rolling back and forth in the shower crying. News did spread, however, thanks to a video from the school CCTV. The IT guy uploaded to social media in an attempt by the school to discredit my general badassery. Didn't work though, didn't work. Lame nerd cries in shower only got 6 million views. And then it was only featured in 12 BuzzFeed articles. Yeah, not even on You've Been Framed. Yeah. So back to the hall. We were down to the last few, and the headmistress told me to leave. They never did find out who did it. Maybe they never will. Anyway, back to the case of the Phantom Pisser. The Beastly Boys were well equipped for some mischievous, mystery-solving shenanigans. There was Rupert the Muscle Matthews, who once did well in PE and could ride his bike down the street without stabilizers. Next was Eugene the Lapdog Thompson, willing to do anything to get in with the cool crowd. That's us. And Brian the Brains Fitzherbert, who could solve a crossword so fast the ladies didn't even have time to acknowledge his puzzling prowess and flock to him. And finally, me, baddest in a long line of Dearden bad boys. My father and his father before him both held the esteemed position of badass laureate, a position in the state where the holder performs right banterous acts for the satisfaction of Her Majesty the Queen. We were ready to find the ginger that did this. The plan was coming together. We were sure to find the culprit, for I was the Phantom Pisser. It was I that did a wee into somebody's garden. It was the perfect crime. Nobody suspected me, and having volunteered to solve the case, I could solidify the Beastly Boys' reputation as the raddest and baddest detective agency in the school by catching the crook, and also strengthen my position as the school's resident badass. I was a genius, a big bad boy brain box with the best ideas ever. I was going to get away with it if it wasn't for me, my greatest nemesis, me, Detective Inspector me, the greatest and most badass detective in the land. As it happens, I also did that poo on the towel dispenser in the ladies' loo as an act of revenge against the rugby team who so cruelly shamed me. Unfortunately, I thought it was the rugby toilet, having mistaken the silhouette of a lady in a dress for a picture of a man in a triangular rugby suit. I got the last laugh, however, because as it happens, the cleaner who stuck her hand in my stinky arse truffle just so happened to be the rugby captain's mum's best friend's sister from high school. Yeah, so I think I won that one. Thank you very much. I've been Edward Dearden. Good night.
And Dearden, everyone. Lovely. Now, we can't have failed to notice the election. That's right, we're going to talk about issues now. I hope you're ready for that. I don't normally talk about politics at all on this stage because I think it's kind of a bit trite to make fun of David Cameron for his big face when he kills people with his laws. Low-hanging fruit here, Lucy. But my question to you is, if you could run the country, what one policy would you adopt? So, I'm going to go for the second row here, and you, madam? Hello. If you do you not have any ideas? Is this the first day of government? Like, guys, what are we going to do? I don't know. Let's ban shoes. Why? I don't know. Okay, hands up, class. If you could adopt one policy if you were running the country, what would it be? We need ideas, guys. We're in government. Yeah. Yes, Ed.
Everyone has to sleep on a roof once.
I was going to ask you about that. Is that real?
Yeah.
Why would you sleep on a roof?
I was having some drinks in the afternoon. My friend had a bungalow.
Is this part of the ongoing narrative of your crippling alcoholism?
My friend had a bungalow and a ladder. And I was
Your friend lived in a bungalow. Was he an octogenarian? Yeah, we went round Frank's for a few pints, just at the bungalow, or the low as we call it. I had a teacher who slept in a ditch once. When he was younger, he was very proud of it. So, what benefits do you think everyone would get from sleeping on a roof at least once?
Perspective.
Of the floor from the roof?
Yes.
Or is he... Okay. Madam, have you thought of anything?
Oh, I've seen my shoes.
Oh, I don't correspond to a stereotype. Oh, men, they like pints, yeah? Oh, none of it's good. I'm going to go back to this. You, sir, good evening. What's your name?
Hi, it's Liam.
Hello, Liam. I know who you are. What if you ran the country? What one policy would you adopt?
I'm going to go with the safe answer, abolish tuition fees.
Abolish tuition fees. All right. I mean, nothing particularly funny about it. I mean, you know, I'm used to being self-deprecating, but I can't be everyone deprecating. Actually, are you on the old system?
No.
Oh, good. Like, there wasn't going to be a witch hunt there. Like, kill him! He's not praying as much as we are! Oh, I feel we're about ready to bring on our next stat. Is that the case? Okay, Jason, I think you performed your role pretty well last time. I'll put in a good word for you if you want a job reference. Don't speak to me, I have no qualifications. So, the energy once again is going to emanate from you. Are you cool with that?
Yeah.
Okay, Jason, take it away. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome a special guest to CCC this week, Mr. Jonathan Abel.
Oh, no apple. That's fine. That's fine. So, my name is Jonathan Abel. I am here to give you a guest lecture in general studies. If you enjoy what I have to say, you can find my book, Cat on a Hot Tin Autocracy, at all good bookstores. At some good bookstores. One bookstore in Hull, under a table leg. First lesson, biology. This is actually my area of expertise, you see, because I used to be a botanist for the RAF. So, what is life's greatest unanswerable question? The one that has puzzled scientists and philosophers for thousands of years, and thousands of years to come. Of course, it is that eternal question. Who would win in a fight between a bear and a shark? Can I get some thoughts from you students? You, sir, who do you think?
Shark.
Can you say why?
Actually, I know where are they fighting?
Aha! Well, you've hit the nail on the head there, sir. Of course, the first thing we have to ask when pitting any animal against another is on what terrain will they two battle? Now, some of you may be familiar with the de Longman test, invented, of course, by Charles de Longman in the 17th century. For those of you who aren't, de Longman dedicated his life to answering such questions. Pitting rhinos against vultures, vultures against dodos, and dodos against geraniums. But he was unable to complete his lifelong goal after his life was cut tragically short following a battle with jaundice, and a bear, and a shark. But we still have his writings today, and we can but theorize. The de Longman test is a thought experiment in which the two titans do battle on three distinct arenas. The first, the ground, kingdom of the bear. The second, the sea, empire of the shark. And the third, nature's great leveler, the sky, where no animal is king. Then these two titans will be chained together and dropped from 50,000 feet, while we mere mortals gaze on. Truly, when mankind has achieved this, we will have reached our zenith. On to less important matters. Physics. You'll like this one. Why did the physicist hang himself from a spring? Because he was sinusoidal. Well, clearly some of you haven't been revising. If you had, you would have found that hilarious. And you'd pass your test. Let's just say there's going to be more than a few D's in this lecture theatre. No pun intended. Next lesson, English literature. What's your favourite kind of weather? Can you elaborate? And this weather, how does that make you feel? How does that affect your mood? Ladies and gentlemen, meet our new poet laureate. It's not your fault. You see, we academia have a name for that erudite observation of yours. Pathetic fallacy. It's when the weather reflects the mood of the scene. That's all it is. You don't have to be fucking Wordsworth to work out that when it's damp, people get annoyed. That's not how it works in the real world, people. If depression makes the sky grey, why has it been so fucking sunny around me lately? Yay, Shakespeare! Art lesson. What I have here is a piece of genuine, 100% critically approved art. Now I need a volunteer from the audience to make it better. Anyone, please volunteer. You there, sir. I mean, boy. This shall be your brush. You may apply it anywhere upon this art. Remember, there are no wrong answers. No! What are you doing? This is art, man! Try again. Try again. This is a lecture theatre, not some sort of Philistine orgy. You have one more try, boy, to get this right. Do you see this? I think you've done it. You've created true art. Oh God. Linguistics! You know what I've been waiting years to say? Fuck C! And fuck X too! Stop them. There are 44 sounds in the English language and only 26 symbols to represent them. And these freeloaders think that they have the audacity to take up valuable alphabet space. We don't need you anymore, C. We have K now. Coccyx has 3 C's in it, for crying out loud. Stop trying to do S's job, C. Don't even get me started on W. The names are now right lie. That's clearly 2 V's stuck together. If you'd like to know more about my linguistic hypothesis, you can buy my book, Phonological Beauty Queen. Please buy my book. Oh God. What else are you lot learning? Environmental studies? We're all fucked. History. Oh God, what happened in the past? I think the most important period to be aware of is the one between 2008 and 2015. Yeah, a pretty important, memorable bit of history. A few wars, a few revolutions. On the 17th of August 2011, my publishing deal failed to go through. People often ask what the most important horse in all of history is. Some say Paul Revere, some say Troy. Nah. It was Rum Tickety, the horse I bet my second mortgage on. Film studies. You know that bit in The Godfather with the horse's head? Yep, good bit. I wasn't always a lecturer. You know? I used to be a lumberjack cage fighter, like my dad. Making the family proud. I never could live up to him though. Didn't have the beard. So I let him down. I took a dive. And then, after that, what was there left for me to do except take my transferable skills and teach to a degree level at a prestigious British university? I'm so content. Chemistry. What is the chemical composition of a man? 6 parts water, 3 parts calcium, and 1 part sad. So, that concludes the lecture, and I expect you all to have done your coursework. Remember, it's due in... I don't know when it's due in, but you should probably do it. I expect your coursework on why I love my lecturer to be of the finest quality. And don't forget to use Harvard referencing. I did, and look where I ended up. Thank you, I've been Jonathan Abel.
Jonathan Abel, everyone. Give another round of applause. Educational, informative, and harrowing. I think you've had some time to think, so again I'm interested, if you ran the country, what one policy would you adopt? Do we have any ideas? Hands up, yes you sir.
All cars would have to have 5 wheels.
Just for fun?
I fuck them, just see what they do.
So would the wheel have to be like on the...
Just wherever you want to put it. There must be another spinning wheel somewhere.
So could you just have one of your kids in the back just going...
Yeah, it's legal.
What, so policemen would just stop you to say, well done, creative, I like it. Do we have any other ideas? Yes, you sir. Just in case anyone of their own volition decides to become Batman. You see, I know that Batman kind of has an origin story, but it's basically just him logging into his trust fund. Like, God, I've got loads of money, I can fight crime now. I think it's probably a good idea. I'd like to see what the Minister of Batman did with his time. Like, Just I bet they like give him the most elaborate government department for like just get rid of the Foreign Office. We don't need that. Just for the Department of Batman. Vital state need. Any other ideas? Yes, you sir.
Snorers would have to live alone.
I'm a snorer. What are you implying? No, I don't. My flatmates are here. Can you hear me snort at times, Polly?
No.
See? It's a stupid idea. Any other ideas? Yes, you, madam.
Everybody has to have at least one tattoo.
Okay. What of? Like, can we just be really ironic? This is my compulsory tattoo. Fuck it. Or, I don't know. I don't know what I'd get as a tattoo. I feel quite pressured if I had to get one. Like, would it be from birth? What?
That's the point, that they do shit.
So you just want people to have something bad on their body forever?
Yeah, man.
That's horrible! Like, I don't want to get down on your idea, but I don't want to make people feel sad for an... Oh, wait. Comedy. Do we have any other policies? Any idea? Hello again, sir.
Like, no more matching socks. Every sock has to be unique. So that's like the only sponge. Yeah, fine.
Don't applaud me! Don't applaud.
But I mean, like, every sock in existence is unique. There's
Okay.
no two socks.
Like snowflakes. So it'd be kind of beautiful. I find that image very romantic, actually. That's the most beautiful thing I've ever heard, sir. I want to speak to you after the show so we can discuss your ideas at more length. Please, everyone, give a round of applause for Britain's next Prime Minister. Okay, cool. I feel we're about ready for our final act of the night, are we? Cool. Jason, hello. You've been performing your role fantastically up until this point, and I have nothing but praise for you. But the Prime Minister is here. So, in comparison to him, you are human garbage. It's not, getting down on you, it's merely a factual statement. We all are, don't worry about it. Have a nice day. Mr. Prime Minister, you're the source of all energy in the room. Are you ready? Okay, give a round of applause. Duncan!
Hey, hi, what's going on? Have you ever played Got Your Nose with a baby, and then you got the nose, and then you dropped the nose, and then you picked up the nose and gave it back, but it was the wrong nose, and now the kid is 8 and his parents are asking questions? Me neither. No, all I thought I'd talk to you about today is I've had a lot of coursework to do, and I've had to write about 20,000 words in about a week, so I've been trying to regress back into my childhood. So I'm going to ask you about, like, what do you think would sum up your entire childhood, like, like a TV show or something? So, hello, sir. Hello. What's your name? I'm just speaking to you, don't worry.
Cass.
Hello, Cass. For a second I thought that's what you would summarise your childhood with. Your name is fair enough. But what thing would you say summarises up your entire childhood?
Cartoons?
But a specific cartoon?
Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo, why?
It's what I watched when I got home from school.
Okay, but no ideological reason for Scooby-Doo then.
It's funny.
Because they had a shitty work ethic, to be honest. They hired, like, if you want, like, crimes being done, like, solved, you call the police and not just a bunch of idiot hippies. And their dog they clearly stole from a lab. Hello, madam. What's your name?
Amy.
Hello, Amy. And what kind of entertainment thing would you say summarise up your entire childhood?
Biting.
Fun?
Biting.
Biting? Is that a show, or is that just an action you did?
An action I did.
Are you a shark?
No, I was just a very aggressive nursery child.
Okay. Oh, did you grow out of it after nursery, or are the people around you in very immediate danger?
I forget it though, so that would have been fine.
Well, to be honest, I probably wouldn't let you forget it if you bit me. No, I've been thinking about this because I think the piece of entertainment that really summarises up my childhood is Fast and Furious 7. Because, man, have you seen those films? They're fucking amazing. Basically, you find the baldest men you can, Get them to race, the baldest men you can, and they punch each other. And that's the film. Basically, they've just found a bunch of people who's like, they've just got some horrible disease, which means just like hair loss and aggression. Alopecia. Joke of the show. Do not. The fact that you clapped that has kind of made me think less of you. No, I've been thinking about my childhood. I think something that was interesting to me, I was thinking about how gullible we are as children. I think it's why parents, I think, can like introduce concepts like, you know, morality and like religion and basic happiness, because, you know, we believe it. But the one that was really annoying me recently was the tooth fairy. I was looking at the tooth fairy because, like, you know, you think it's all magical when you're a kid, don't you? That, like, you know, this woman comes in, she gives you money, she takes your teeth, it's all great. But really, she's a dream witch that steals your mouth bones. But no, that's great, isn't it? Get Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson to play her in a film. Then Larry the Cable Guy in the sequel. Get her done. That's what he says. Where's a hat? No, I've been. I think I kind of want to be a kid again. I miss the parties when you're a kid. When you're about 7, you go to a birthday party and you get that little bag that holds nothing apart from like a party popper and a small bit of cake. But I think the thing that really makes me want to go back is like there were so many sausage rolls. I think if I'm going to summarise up the young person's party experience, it would be mounds upon mounds of sausage rolls, piled as high as the eye could see. In retrospect, my vision might not have been as good then. But I think that's what I need to like make like adult parties better, because at the moment it's just me kind of just sitting in a corner, drinking a bit and like not agreeing with the song that's played. Whereas if there were fucking sausage rolls everywhere, man oh man, Dave's having a party. And that's why I'm here partly today, to lobby the sausage roll industry into packing all of their treats with a bottle of some kind of booze. Bacardis and bangers. It's my policy for a better UK. Vote for me next week. You could do. I think you'd waste literally all of your votes. And this room would be on fire. No, I was thinking of food a little bit because I was in Tesco recently. So someone laughed as if that was like an impossible thing. I go to shops. These clothes cost money. They didn't. I found them in a bin. I went into Tesco and I found 2 things that kind of really like annoyed me. One of which was just there was a meat-based product just called beef snack with no ingredients on it. It had the word beef snack. That was the packaging. I can only assume that the tagline for the advert was also just beef snack. Beef snack, beef snack, beef snack, beef snack. I want to know what like the marketing meeting was for that. Like, oh, what can we name this? Oh, fuck it, it's like the end of the day. Beef snack. It's made of chicken. Fuck these people. They won't buy this. The other thing I saw is I looked at a packet of Cocoa Pops, the monkey in a hat based cereal, and on the back of it there was a competition that like if you put in enough tokens you'd win a free personalised spoon, which bullshit. Because like, does someone have a personalised cereal spoon? I don't think that's a real thing. I think the only people have like specific spoons for specific like things are either posh or a fucking psychopath. I mean, like, you know, it's truth. I'm telling you the truth. Like, the thing about John Wayne Gacy Jr. wasn't the fact that he killed all those people, it was the fact that he had, like, specific crockery and loved Frosties. They're great, he'd say, as he killed another one. I'll give you a little look behind the curtain for this stand-up, by the way. Now, when I was trying this material out, people came up to me and were like, now, Dave, will people know who John Wayne Gacy Jr. is? So I had the very odd experience having to try out different serial killers for that joke. Ed Gein kept popping up. People just don't know who Ed Gein is. Skin people, sir. Don't know why I'm making eye contact with you. Made a lovely lampshade. He didn't, it was bad. Don't copy Ed Gein. If we learned one thing from this, should stop talking about it, shouldn't I? I'll talk about something else. There are too many Pokemon. That's what I've not noticed in my travels? Like, hello, sir, at the back. Like, you. Like, name a Pokemon. Blastoise, yeah. It's like number 6, isn't it? 6, there are like 800 now. Too many Pokemon. You know what's happened to Blastoise? It's been shot, taken out back to make room for all the other Pokemon that have taken its place. One of them's an ice cream. Actually, sorry, not one. 3 of them are ice cream because they evolve. What bullshit meeting was that? Oh, I need to create a new Pokemon, but my son's here and his mother does not enjoy me. What idea do you have, son? I don't know, this fucking snack. Why did you swear at me? This bit wasn't planned through. Okay. That goes. That's really annoyed me because that was the basic premise of the game and like the little TV show with the little lad, Ash Ketchum. I don't know why I just got it was a little lad. I also don't know how I think I know how tall he is. It was like, oh, but Ash Ketchum would like turn and be like, oh boy, me, Ash Ketchum. I don't know why you didn't understand basic English. But he's like, I'm going to catch them all. And he can't catch them all, can he? Because every few years they'll come up with another fucking 100 things. Like, oh look, it's the speaker Pokemon, Speaky. What can he do? Fall on you, probably. In 20 years, what's going to happen is there'll be 6,000 Pokemon. And Ash Ketchum will be dead. I hope I've cheered you up. My name's been Dave Duncan. I'm done. Bye.
Dave Duncan, everyone! Alas, that is the end of this first CCC of the term. And we've gone out on a high. the death of a beloved childhood cartoon character.
But still 10 in the cartoon.
He's ageless!
No.
Have you enjoyed yourselves? Oh, thanks. You've been a fantastic audience. Can we get another cheer for our acts? We've had Ed Dearden, we've had Jim Huxley from Protofunk, and we've had Dave Duncan. I've been your compere Tom Clements. If any of you are interested in becoming involved in comedy, sketches, stand-up, improv, whatever, then speak to me or any of the other acts tonight and we'd be happy to direct you to how you can get involved. Cool. Thank you very much. You've been a fantastic audience. See you again in 2 weeks.